What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I don't know if there's a more iconic form of traveling in America than hitting the road in an Airstream. Not only were they pioneers of the tractor trailer industry, they've been around 100 years. And guess what? The first Airstream was made right here in Los Angeles. I mean, this is a pretty sweet way to hit the road, and it's LA's own Airstream. Let's get into it. Airstream founder Wally Byam was born on the 4th of July in Baker City, Oregon. He lived on a sheep farm in a wooden wagon which had a stove and running water, which would later inspire his ideas for a travel trailer. Byam put himself through school at Stanford, where he met his wife Marion. They'd often go camping, but she never enjoyed sleeping in a tent on the ground. In 1929, Wally went to work. He had the idea to put a tent on top of a chassis of a Model T, and it worked to an extent, except water got in when it rained, and it was a chore to put together. So Wally went back to the drawing board and replaced the tent with a more permanent shelter, and he added a stove and ice chest as well. This caught the eye of other travelers, at least conceptually, and he thought that this might be a pretty good business to get into. The growth of the automobile industry and the improvement of the nation's highways helped fuel Byam's dream. He rented a small building in Culver City and began manufacturing the first Airstreams in the 1930s. In 1936, Byam rolled out the official first Airstream. It was called the Clipper and it sold for $1,200. It could house 4 people and it had electric lights and a water supply. Despite being introduced during the Great Depression, Airstream thrived. The ease of use, the convenience, and the forward thinking of the travel trailer made it a premier way to travel across America. By the 1950s, Airstream was a household name, and they even had a customized model delivered to the Nevada desert to help participate in atomic bomb testing. Wow. By 1963, President John F. Kennedy was using an Airstream as his mobile office as he traveled throughout New Mexico. In the 1960s and 1970s, as astronauts returned from space, it was feared that they might encounter an unknown pathogen, so they had to quarantine. And Airstream built a mobile quarantine facility to make sure that they had comfort and safety when they returned home. So Airstream has come a long way since Wally Byam. I mean, we got beds, refrigerator, shower, stove, sink. I mean, these things have any amenity that you're going to need on the road or when you're traveling through America. As the economy evolved, Airstream moved their headquarters to Ohio, but they still have a big presence here in Los Angeles with dealerships in LA, OC, and the Inland Empire, connecting to their history and their future. So Airstream has been the most iconic way to live the American dream for almost 100 years, and it was born right here in Los Angeles. All right, LA, it's been a minute.